What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bri2J Presents. I'm your host, Bri2J, and today I'm presenting to you the Diamond Select Toys John Kreese from Cobra Kai. I want to give a special shout out to my friends at Diamond Select Toys for sending me out this action figure for review. With that being said, let's take a closer look at John Kreese. And here's John Kreese, and I gotta say, I'm really actually happy with this figure because it's so menacing. It looks a lot like Kreese. This has a Martin Kove scowl, and I think this is perfect. Growing up as a fan of the Karate Kid, as I mentioned in my Johnny Lawrence video, I never thought I'd have a John Kreese action figure because I had Daniel and I had Johnny growing up, but I never had a Kreese. I don't even think they made a Kreese, actually, but if I'm wrong, just let me know. But this has that Martin Kove scowl, and I really dig it. Like, it's just really spot on. To me, out of the three figures, this is the best likeness. Like, they just really captured Martin Kove. As for paintwork, they did a really nice job on his tattoo. So this looks really, really nice. It's not overly done. It's just perfect. And then for the hair, they gave that sandy brown overlay or whatever. I'm blanking on words tonight. I'm sorry. But they gave a really nice overlay. Yeah, I think that's the right word. Of like sandy brown blonde mixed in with his gray. Because Kreese being an older man, older than Johnny. You know, I think it came out really good. It's a similar body, if not the same, to Johnny Lawrence. Like, here's Johnny right now. Here's Johnny. But yeah, I think it's the same body, just different flesh, right? Because Kreese looks a little bit paler than Johnny Lawrence. But I think it's the same exact body sculpt. Like, the wrinkles look the same, the holes in the same spot. So, yeah. But, honestly, I really like this figure. Despite a lot of heating, he's still a little bit tight in places. I've done the hot water trick multiple times, and it's a bit of a shame that you have to constantly heat him up, but it's not a big deal for me. Because the hot water does help a lot. Like it does in real life. So here's a closer look at the scowl of John Kreese, and the paintwork on the eyes and everything just looks really good. For the gi, same matte black as I just compared him with Johnny, the same wrinkles all the way down. So yeah. For articulation, he's going to have the same amount of articulation as Johnny Lawrence, but if you guys did not watch that video, it's simple. It's heads on a ball peg, only looks down about that far, back about that. There's some rocker side to side, but not a lot. He does have the T-pose, but mine is very tight, as you could hear, and I don't want to risk breaking this on camera. I've seen people break their figures on camera before. It's not fun. Not this figure, just in general. He does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows as well, and similar issue that I've had with my Johnny Lawrence is I noticed the peg on the right upper elbow seems to be a little bit protruding. It's something I could fix with hot water. It's not a big deal. I fixed my McFarlane Toys Batman figure not too long ago, so I know how to work around fixing pegs. He does have diaphragm. It goes a little bit side to side. No crunch really, just a little bit back. Waist articulation, can do the split. Same like on Lawrence where he has the split on the gi. Can kick out only about that far, back about that far. Die cut, double jointed knees, and he does have ankle rocker, and they do go up and down. So yeah, it's the same amount of articulation on both these figures, which I would have liked a little bit more crunch on these guys, but I'm not complaining because, especially with John Kreese being older, when is he going to do like a spinning jump kick or whatever? I'm mostly going to have him just posed, you know, in his menacing you know, creaseness. That's the word today, creaseness, when you just want to be menacing and you know, overlooking your students. So that's John Kreese in a nutshell. Now let me talk about his accessories, and I will do some part swapping, and I will compare him to the other figures from this wave. So Diamond Select really packed in the accessories with John Kreese. For starters, he actually came with a pair of sais, which I think look really, really good. He had these in hand in the packaging, so I think that's really cool that they gave him sais in hand to start you out with this figure. And so they're a pair. They look really good. It's like a nice black paint wash over like black plastic to give like the metallic look to it. So that's really, really cool. Then you got his bow staff, which is just a straight black stick, but it's perfect for the figure. And then you got a pair of like police type billy clubs, or patrolman batons, I should say. So there's a proper name for them, and I'm totally blanking, but yeah. If I can get my camera to focus on them, there we go. Yeah, really, really cool. They're just plain black, you know, nothing fancy, but they work, you know. And then, of course, you get the Cobra Kai logo stand, just like on the Johnny Lawrence figure. And you can see there's a peg here, and there's a hole here. And now the hole is if you didn't want to just have them displayed on the peg, you have this arm here, and it's articulated, and you can take it apart and, you know, make it as tall and short as you'd like. So I'm not gonna articulate really, because I think I need to take a screwdriver and loosen just a little bit, just to not risk any breakage. But it's a Phillips head screwdriver, pretty standard with most display stands. And you could just, you know, loosen it and tighten it to your liking. And then lastly, for hands, you have an alternate fist for his right hand. And then you have a pair of these. I'm trying to figure out what pose this is. There's no opening, so I really want to know what this pose is. Maybe like when he rubs his knuckles together in the show. I forget. All right, I'm blanking. And now I actually had to heat all of the hands up as well. Actually, I forgot to mention this on my Johnny Lawrence video, because there's a paint layer over the plastic. Now the plastic is flesh tone, just like the paint on the hand, but the hot water actually helps out, so you don't have to worry about risking anything there. And then simple part swap, right? You just want to take his hand out, and we'll actually put on one of those, right? And Diamond's always really good about the sturdiness of their pegs. I mean, it's all about caution too. Like, don't be rough with it. Just be careful with it, and your pegs will be perfect as the day that you got the figure. So, oh wait, I think it's him supposed to be like holding his gi. That makes more sense to me, thinking about it. Because, let me actually put on the other one to show you guys. Yeah, so it takes a little bit of, you know, massage therapy to get it where you want it to be, but it works. So yeah, I'm pretty positive it's him holding his gi. I mean, obviously my pegs aren't in all the way, but I think that's what that is, to be honest. But I'm gonna take the hands out, and I'm gonna put the display, the weapon display hands in there, pardon the squeaks and my little bit of dead air. So yeah, just fit in like so. And then we'll put this one back in like so. And so yeah, if you want to actually have him hold the weapons, he holds them fairly well. So they just slide right in like that. And then the billy club slides in fairly well. You just got to kind of spread the hands out a bit. Yeah. So he holds the weapons really good too. And he'll hold the staff as well. But you guys get the idea. I'm gonna actually just keep him looking tough with the sai and a billy club because he's Kreese. Yeah, really, really great figure. Let me show you guys the comparison between him, LaRusso, and Daniel. So here is, I meant to say Johnny. So here's Johnny, and here's LaRusso in a comparison. And I think they work really well together. You know, like this line is great. And if you're a fan of Cobra Kai, if you're a fan of the Karate Kid, if you're a fan of all that plus action figure collecting, I say definitely worth buying. So I'm going to wrap here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff on the YouTube channel at Bri2J Presents, which you can find on my website at Bri2JPresents.com, which will link you to InnerCityGeeks.net, which is also where I do my podcast, where the Inner City Geeks podcast and the Suplex City Geeks, which is just a wrestling-based podcast, and amongst a ton of other things on both websites. So please like us there as well. You can, of course, find me on social media at Bri2J Presents, Bri2J Presents on Instagram and Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, Cobra Kai never dies. Peace.